Sonny. Welcome.
Yeah, I've never been this high up. I feel like I'm on the bluffs of a European vacation here.
Well, we kind of are. We're at the highest spot in Encinitas for this part of like downtown, and we're in Hacienda de las Playas on Vista Del Rey. And the best part about this is, as you can tell, the ocean's right out there,
Yes.
but the village of Encinitas is right down the hill too. So you can walk to everything without getting in your car.
And this view, it's amazing.
It's unbelievable, right? So it truly is like a European village. The architecture is very indicative of the coastlines all the way through Spain and Italy, and France actually as well. And the best part is this architecture is so timeless, and we have the best weather of anywhere.
Absolutely. I said when I walked in, I felt like I was in, like this whole house is a sunroom. It's just perfectly lit, high ceilings.
And across the street is a canyon, which is really nice. So you have no neighbors across the street. And then this particular house itself, the owner actually added square footage because there were places where there were kind of like little alcoves or kind of unused patios and things. So this is like the biggest one in this complex too. It's about 1,500 square feet, where usually these ones are about 1,300 square feet. So this one really is the best in all of Hacienda de la Playa.
Oh, I agree. And I love the European pane windows, the French doors, which open up to all this light.
When it's so great because there's just, you can't really see your neighbors when you're up here. They have this beautiful vegetation, beautiful trees, shrubs, and it blocks like everyone's window, so you see it above all the rooftops, which is just so awesome.
And I think this might be my favorite. It's like a framing into the beautiful dining room.
Well, the owner that did this was a couple owners ago, and I've sold this house a couple times, which is great, to different people, either with second homes or primary, and then as their families grew. So I feel like I know this house better than anybody. And the prior owner really loved art. She traveled to Europe often. And then she had an apartment in New York, so she really kind of combined everything together, where it's kind of formal but still casual. You have that European flair, but then you have distinct spaces in the house too.
Yes, and I love it too, because I feel like you're still connected to the living room, but it just has a little bit of that privacy to separate the room.
It just has such charm, and it really is indicative of the coastline in San Diego, because you would see this in Orange County, say in Laguna Beach. You'd see it like in Santa Barbara or Montecito. So it really just has the architecture that you feel Southern California deserves. That's so timeless. It just never goes out of style, because this is how we started.
You mentioned 1,500 square feet. That seems pretty large for a townhome.
Well, it is, but the nice thing about this one too, it has 2 master suites, 2 walk-in closets, 2 master baths, so it's really decked out. Whether it's a couple and then have family visiting friends, so it really has it all.
Really comfortable living.
So just down the street as well, there's a beautiful pool area, a jacuzzi, like veranda, get a suntan, or go for like a late night swim after work or whatever.
And of course, like you said, we're close to walking to the village, to everything in Encinitas.
And I'm going to take you to a couple of my new favorite places that are in town now. There's great new restaurants that have opened up. We're going to walk by some of them. We are going to actually go down to the train station, which you can do from here. So for someone that doesn't want to drive, you can get everywhere from here.
Well, walking sounds like fun. You think we should go walk down there?
Absolutely. I just have to get my walking shoes.
I'm sure you do. Well, you know, Sean, I love shoes, but I think you might have me beat on the shoe collection.
Well, the best thing about this house is there's tons of storage. Even my shoes would fit here.
Right? Maybe mine too. I need to up my game here.
There's enough for both of us.
Okay, let's get on this walk.
So the best thing about Encinitas now is there's a ton of new restaurants, and for many, many years it was a little sleepy, like old kind of cafes, beachy type places, and now we have like every different type of food that you can possibly imagine. Like there's French, there's Peruvian, there's Mexican, there's great Italian, there's, I mean, literally every single kind of food that you can possibly imagine. And then there's still the charm of the old time cafes, like that just still do like old-fashioned bacon and eggs and stuff like that in the morning, like the Encinitas Cafe, which is super old school, but then really hip, fun new restaurateurs are coming in here because we have the demographics for it. And believe it or not, everything is walkable right from the house we were just at.
I cannot believe how close we are. Literally just down the hill. And if you wanted to, you could just take the coaster anywhere.
Yeah, which is awesome because you can go up and down the whole coast. You can go to the ball game. You can do things like in Old Town and then go to Little Italy. But then you can also go to Orange County. I travel a lot on the coaster. I go to horse shows in Los Angeles. When you want to take the day, you don't have to be in any traffic. So it's just so awesome.
Yes, I mean, there's so much change coming to Encinitas. Great change.
Like literally, it's the most vibrant city, I think one of them in all of San Diego County, the way it's just becoming. And it really, the demographics support it so well. Like there's the younger generations really want to be here. And then it doesn't actually matter how old you are. But we saved some of the really old school type things. So like we have the La Paloma movie theater right over here. It's been here for as long as Encinitas has existed, just about. We have a farmer's market on the weekend over there. We have another one over here on Wednesday afternoons. So literally there's something happening all the time here. We have car shows here in the street, like where people bring the vintage cars every couple of weeks on a Thursday, and they'll all line up and down the street, which is super cool to see. Kind of like what they do in Rancho Santa Fe on the weekend, but we do it here on Thursdays.
And so many new things too.
So I know I've shared a lot today, but the thing I'm most excited about, I've saved for last.
Okay.
So the newest place, food-wise, gastro-wise, is Urban Sea.
That's awesome. Well, this is a swanky little place. This is cool.
So this is one of Brian Malarkey's restaurants, and he's known for having great restaurants downtown, Little Italy, and this one is like a everyday type dining, even though it's amazing food. So for the longest time, Encinitas had a lot of like Italian food, things like that, but we didn't have anything this special. And you used to have to go downtown and take the coaster to say Little Italy or downtown, or to go to Urban Wood, the sister restaurant to this. And so the greatest part is we have it here now, and more restaurateurs keep moving this direction because they see like there's such a need and a want and a desire for it. We used to be known for being kind of very beachy and casual, but people really want that kind of upscale, trendy nightlife. And it's the kind of place that you can go more than once a week, so it's not so priced high that you feel like you can only go on a special occasion. This is one of the restaurants where you go and it's like community tables, you see your friends here and go several times.
I love it. So we get to try it?
Next time.
Next time. I knew you'd do that. Well, spectacular house, cool surprise.
Yeah.
Next time.